Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Learn How to Trade Ranges with Me series. Today we're going to be going over the specific day, June 16th. Again, I trade Asian session, so that's what we're going to go over. I've been doing a lot of back testing as of late, so I'm trying to learn exactly what I need to do in order to find an edge using volume profile and my way of trading, right? Which is also using volume price analysis. I suck at trading ranges. It is not something that I enjoy doing whatsoever. Um, so this is another episode of me backtesting, trying to implement new ways, right? The thing is, with learning, you always want there to be a progression. So I'm hoping that from episode to episode, you're seeing progression in terms of how I trade. You're seeing progression in terms of being able to identify ranges, identifying when I should be taking positions, in which directions I should be taking positions, when I should be exiting positions. And then after that, we're actually going to go over the trade that I took on gold because a subscriber or viewer, I don't know if they're subscribed, mentioned that I should be trading gold um, just yesterday or 2 days ago now, right? And I actually had a comment on a previous video from like over a month ago now of someone else saying that I should be trading gold because it moves faster. So today I also wanted to go over that trade that I took on gold. It was again practice account. I'm not trading live this week. Um, so we'll go over that. So first, let's go over the criteria I've been developing in terms of knowing which direction to trade and knowing how to trade. I always start with, recently anyway, I always start with volume profile of the previous day, right? So here, volume profile, we're going to start it at 9:30 of the previous day. So this is June 16th, New York session, right? We're going to go to 4 o'clock, if I can actually get it on 4 o'clock, making sure that it's not extended to the right because these are our levels, right? So here, if we look and see, I'm going to set these orange lines. There's going to be three orange lines just because I'm kind of lazy to do the normal colors I do. If you'll see my previous videos, you'll see like I use like a fuchsia pink color as well as a bright yellow color for the lines for a prior day. But I'm kind of lazy right now. I don't feel like changing all of that stuff. So here you have your value area low, this bottom orange line, middle orange line is the point of control, and top orange line is the value area high for the previous day. What I want to use with this is what I've been seeing in my back testing is that I want to see where we are in relation to this volume profile, right? So we are way below. That doesn't mean that you should be trading bearish automatically, but it does give you a perspective of like, hey, we are way below these levels, right? It doesn't seem like we're going to be heading higher to these levels anytime soon. Doesn't mean that it won't happen, but relatively quickly, within the time frame that I like to trade, within 30 minutes to an hour, we probably won't be heading to these levels. The next thing that I want to do is I want to draw the volume profile for the session that I am trading today. At the same time, I'm also analyzing where we're at, right? What's the immediate trend? That's the second thing we're looking for. So first thing, where we're at in relation to previous day volume profile. Secondly, what's the immediate trend? You can see the immediate trend is bearish, but there are times where it could be chop or it could be bullish too, right? So we have two things down. Next thing we do is we draw our volume profile for the current session. We extend it to the right and we see where we are in relation to VWAP. Now, if you guys have watched previous videos, you'll know that this purple line is VWAP. Fun fact about me, purple is my second favorite color. If you can guess my favorite color, I will give you, I don't know, I'll give someone some type of monetary gift in the future. You probably will guess it though. But anyway, so purple is VWAP. This purple line is VWAP. So if we are below VWAP, again, for the way that I trade, it's telling me that, hey, the volume weighted average price at this level is here. Most people are below that level right now, depending on where the candles are, right? So it tells me that most people are sinking right now. They are sinking. So it kind of gives me a bearish bias as well in order for me to trade. And the fourth thing that we're looking for is where we are at in terms of current sessions point of control. So I start trading at 7:30, which is this candle right here, and we are below. So with all those four things, we are below of previous day value area lows, we are below VWAP, we are below point of control, and the immediate trend is down. That's pretty easy. 4 out of 4, we're going to be trading down. Now there are times where it's not like that, and I'm sure I'll go over that at some point in the future. But this is already how we're starting, right? So I should only be trading in the bearish direction. So what we're going to be looking for is seeing where are we going to bounce off of, right? So here we are now bouncing, not looking to take a trade. I'm looking to see if we can start hitting these areas and rejecting, or start hitting these areas and rejecting. So here, I already kind of like this trade here. It doesn't mean that it's going to go well, but I would like to take a trade here, right? So I'm going to set my stop loss just above that value area high there, right? But I'm also trying to look for a pullback. But now, where is my target? The next level, you could say here, right? Just this bottom right here, but that's not going to give you good risk to reward. It's going to give you, for one contract, it's only going to give you $41 when you're risking 110, right? So, in reality, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I love this level down here. So I'm just going to put it right before that level. So my RR, it's about negative. I don't like that, but again, we're trying to build higher win rates rather than risk to reward, right? So I could put my stop loss here, but again, I want to put it above value area highs here, um, and see if it works. Could I move it up here? Of course I could, but I'd rather have it just a little bit above here to see if it works. Now, I don't know if it works or not, right? Even though I've traded this day in the past, I literally don't remember what happens. So we're looking to see, boom, hit our target here, which is perfect, right? So that's really good. Now, let's see what happens here too. Normally, I like to be one and done, but here we're forming a bottom, we're forming a base. Okay, we're starting to come up. Again, I'm only trading bearish, right? So I like to see that, but I always like to see higher volume. We just got this bounce here. Let's see if we start heading higher then, if it negates our trend. Nope. So far, nothing, but no high volume confirmation for me yet to the bearish side. So we might not be looking to trade anything as of yet. In the meantime, while all of this stuff is happening, we're forming a range, right? So here, again, form this base here, form this base here. Looks like we are bouncing, but here we have some highs here that were previously rejected, especially this white line here, which is value area high. Currently, right now, we are VWAP, getting through it. That's fine. Again, where are we in terms of where value area low is for the previous day? We are still below it. So we still have these highs here. If we start blasting through here, then I know the trend is changing. But as of right now, we are still in this range, right? We continue. I want to see high volume rejection from these areas. Kind of get one here. It would be low risk to reward. I kind of want to see a pullback though, right? Put our stop loss there. Okay, we're continuing. I can add one more, but I definitely want to see a pullback now if we're going to add some more, but we're not. Take profit would just be the bottom of this base. So we're almost there. Again, another 1-to-1. Might not get there though. Oh, you gotta hate that. I don't think I'll get there. Oh, so close to take profit. Well, we are pulling back though, right? Let's see what happens at this VWAP area. Oh man, I'm gonna keep our stop loss, right? Because we're at a range. Let's see if we get some more high volume rejection. That's the issue with me trading ranges is that, here we go. Definitely adding one more there. Perfect, right? The issue with me trading ranges is I believe that I need to start trading much faster rather than holding for that perfect move. But here, it looks like we could get this one now. Love it, right? So we do end up getting it. We rejected. It wasn't perfect at value area highs. It's never going to be perfect in trading. But this nice big red candle, decent volume, not the best volume, slashing through VWAP, and then continuation through point of control. You gotta love that. If you don't add here, then you can always add on this pullback, lower buys here, and then followed by a huge bearish red candle. And then you hit your target, which was this current value area low. Again, only trading in the down direction. If we were to look again, right, we would want to see a bounce from these levels, see if we start heading higher, right? See if we, okay, so here we're bouncing through, but that's high volume, so I am really not interested at all because we could be switching trends. If we don't get a high volume rejection from this level, I'm not interested at all, right? Okay, so now we're starting to get something, so that's not too bad. I might already be too late here. I'd like to see a slight pullback and then follow through lower. But again, this is part of trading ranges is that you just don't know how it's going to go until it happens. But it's about positioning yourself correctly um, in order to maximize probability, right? So I would like to see another high volume rejection here. We could be heading higher. We are getting a high volume rejection here, lower high. That volume's not necessarily the best. So I don't know if this is something that would work out, but we are rejecting value area highs. In terms of risk to reward, it is something you can take, but I would like to see more confirmation in the pullback before I take it. And then go from there. But as of right now, there's still nothing that's telling me, yes, you should take that trade. We are heading back higher. Again, by this time, I'd be done trading anyway. I wouldn't be taking trades. It's already 11:40. But you would want to see a high volume rejection. We're just going to wait till it occurs. So here, now you're also ranging here too, right? So you could be looking at, okay, you based here. You're looking, again, we're still bearish no matter what. We're still bearish. The reason being, again, we are ranging. The immediate trend was bearish. Now we're in range, right? But the overall trend is bearish. So that's when you start leaning towards the overall trend. Still looking to see what happens, right? We did get this reverse hammer. I love that candle, but the volume still is not good enough for me. Could you take that? Absolutely, you could, right? Because you're positioning yourself for good risk to reward. But for me, I love using volume as confirmation. Okay, so we did get one here, right? I would take this one. So we can just take it here because we would likely wait for a pullback. Your stop could be here, but because we're not hitting these highs, our stop could be here. Take profit, again, aiming for one-to-one. Of course, you could aim for here, but I'd like to aim a little bit lower, right? Because we're not breaking it. The trend is lower. We'd like to come back down lower here. So maybe right before value area lows. Again, we're just aiming for one-to-one. And it's going to take forever for us to hit it. If we do hit it, or we could get stopped out. So we might get stopped. Yeah, so we got stopped out on that one, which is fine. Maybe that's an area where I should only be aiming for that, right? We almost hit it there, but my target was too low. So maybe I could have taken it there, right? I might have been faked out with this candle as well, right? Because that could have been buying climax. But that's what we're trying to do is trying to figure out exactly where to take our trade. So on that one, it's like, all right, I should take my stop loss or I should take my take profit a little bit higher, right? So maybe below these levels, going for a straight 1-to-1 or a little bit less than 1-to-1. Um, so that's it for the replay. Let's go into the gold trade, right? So I've been practicing trading gold here. We did the same exact process that we just showed, right? We looked at the four things. I don't have the previous day value area high, point of control, and low, but I know that the value area high was at 33.22. So I decided to take a trade here after this high volume bounce at 816, right here, off of value area lows as well. We were below VWAP. In fact, let's just replay it just so that way we make sure that we kind of see where we were at the time, making sure point of control was exactly where it was at the time, which was above, right? So here we were above VWAP, we were above point of control too, right? Overall trend is bullish this time. Those four parameters are in line with a bullish movement. We are bouncing off value area lows of the current session. We are above point of control. We are just right at VWAP too, so it's anyone's ball game, right? Have the slashing down, but then I love this high green hammer candle. This is where I decided to buy. Again, our target was just at these highs. So as you can see here, let me reset chart. Sometimes TradingView does that. Like it'll just sell your position. Oh, I put stop loss. That's why. So my stop loss was just below. You can see this bottom wick right here, right? So just below that, and then my take profit was at these highs right here. And then we'll let this play out, which I'm sure you already saw. And the reason why I took that, again, we were arranging. I noticed that trying to practice gold because there's more movement. We bounced multiple times. We're bullish, and we were just targeting the high. So actually ended up working out for a $163 trade. Again, I would be looking for the same thing, right? You can see the same thing is now forming here too. Yes, we are below VWAP, right? Let's get out of this. Yes, we are below VWAP, but again, we are bouncing through these levels. Yes, we did have increased selling here, and we are rejecting VWAP, but ranges, I'm starting to learn it is more about probability rather than like being right or wrong. If you're positioning yourself well, you're doing all the right things, then yes, the probability most likely will be on your side. Now, would I take this though? I probably would not take this. The reason being is because we're now below VWAP and we're now below point of control, right? So even though like it has had bullish movement, I would like for this line to shift lower. I would like for us to get above VWAP, and then I would like to take that. So if point of control was where value area low was, if we were just right around VWAP, then I might be more inclined to take this trade. Again, not saying that this trade won't work because it very well could, right? But unless we start having some higher bullish movement with higher volume to the upside, which you could already be too late in entering, then I'm probably not taking anything here compared to where we were before. So, but yeah, guys, that's it for episode 3 today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's still a work in progress in terms of learning how to trade in general, but also definitely learning how to trade ranges. I think ranges is probably the most difficult thing for people to trade. And that's why I'm making this series really for myself so I can go back and look and be like, oh, okay, this is why it was working, this is what it was doing. But for anyone else too who's struggling to trade ranges, um, can kind of see my mistakes as I'm trading them, but also see my success in trading them too, and then hopefully be able to develop their own style of trading through this as well. So I really hope that it's helpful. Um, and I really hope that everyone's trading is going well. I know I'm supposed to do the unboxing for Hope's uh, books, the gift that she gave me all the way from Australia. I promise I will do it this week. I absolutely will. I've just been super tired, and I really want to give that the dedication and all of my energy and focus when I'm doing that because it deserves it, right? It shouldn't be a half in, half out type of thing where I'm not really into it, especially after a long day of work. So it's coming. It'll probably come this weekend, a special Saturday episode because I only drop videos Monday through Friday. But we're getting better every single day. I hope you guys are too. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video and the next episode of Learn How to Trade Ranges with me. Keep trading stoically.